What could have caused that? What could have caused that? Louie, it look like it's from my side giving trouble because everybody else actually saw you when you came on live ago, but I'm not actually seeing you. So I restarted it one more time and then see if it will work this time. Send back the request right now. Why is it not working though? Slim and Matalan, what's good? Having issues with internet.
Alright. See we are.
So maybe it's mines though, because everybody was saying they seen you, but I wasn't seeing you.
Yeah, that me I say, me don't know what go on. Sometimes you have some people who want the world to see we, but them have to see we.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It was given one
I
piece
say,
of...
come on. Technology. Sometimes it take away your knowledge and leave you with allergy. It's technology, you know?
Doc Ranson, I just see my dentist jump on and like, yo, Doc Ranson, I need to come clean my teeth, bro. So make sure say I have some appointment set schedule free. So free time for me can run in. But dentist and everybody lock in tonight. So now that we finally have it back on the live right now, where were we though? We were talking about what again?
Scorpio, Vice Scorpio. Roadie Don't Fear, and then you start talking about Bogus Badge, you know, the big song.
Yeah. A real monster record in the game.
Yeah, man.
So what's the thought process? What kind of thought process you go through when you're writing songs? Like what?
You know, it's a different kind of vibe because we're just the writer, so like when me talk, I say one word, and it's a song that for me, you know. Sometimes I hear a rhythm and I say, no man, this rhythm I want a ganja tune on it. Or this rhythm I want a reality song. Or you hear the rhythm and I say, no man, it's a girl song more. But when me I go build it about, you know. Sometimes you hear the rhythm and the lyrics just come, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I love to hear the thought process where everybody go through, because everybody go through different thought process. But for the most part, I really think that, as people always say, it's just the energy around you. Sometimes you see something at the spark, a certain interest. Somebody says something. It's just different things the energy come from. So
Yeah.
I still just want to know, because as a person that writes, sometimes the vibe come from anywhere, can be anything. As I say, somebody says something to you, come back to your brain at the time when you write. So the thought process is different, but you have catalogs of songs, especially when you just came out. It's like it was just fire. Everything was just fire. Which is why your catalog is so big right now and vast right now, because you still have new music, you still have the hits them where you have. Let's talk a little bit about this new album, Candid.
Yeah. It's a long time coming, you know. This album, you know, everything was done in Portland.
Nice.
The producer is from Portland. Devon, he was the bass in Acts of Apostles band that used to play for Garnet Sale.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. And they used to tour with Terror Fabulous and Louie Culture too. So it's a long time me and Devon attack, so we need to do something as two Portland man, you know. But it never happened until last year.
Okay.
You know, last year we link up and we said, Devon I said, with Culture we need to do something. And we said, Uncle Devon, a long time. Let's do it. And we just go up and studio and him play some rhythm, and some of the lyrics them built on spot, you know, some of them him give me them and I listen them and I come home and I just vibes it and say what we need to talk about. We need to talk about how the youths them kill them one another, how the people them are dead, so we vice a tune him, the territory had peer gunshot for the place around me. We can't believe, you know, a peer hot spot, early lock shop, that's how the place around me, can't believe, you know.
Yeah.
And next one name Thankful. Even though me never get me thankful. We give a thanks for the handful. We now grudge some man because he get a van full. You know. So we try to touch all different segments of life, you know.
Yeah. So this album is how much tracks is on this album?
12.
12, and it was released this year or last year?
This year, June this year.
Oh, so fresh. So this year, June.
Fresh album, man. It's still a
Fresh
promoted.
summer. So the new music and the album name is Can't Dead.
Can't
So you
Dead.
can find it on all digital platforms, right?
All digital platform. Axe and Louie culture, Can't Dead.
Sounds good. So what else you have in line? What else is I know it's the COVID right now, musically it's kinda make everybody it's kinda iffy with it right now. Because of the music and the vibe over there right now. Because like sometimes you can't go, sometimes you can't go into a mind frame. Like some people say them can't vibe no music. Like I've spoken to people and them I say right now them brain don't even do no music right now because of so much different thing happening right now. It's just like them can't focus on the creative aspect of the music right now. So them might try the other things in the meantime. What is it like for you in this pandemic at this point in time?
Well, right now, we get whole heap of time for the music. A lot of time for the music. Right now, a pure tune we have. We have from this pandemic start, we have about an album and a half.
Whoa.
Different from this album. So everything is very easy. It depends on how you look at it.
Yeah.
You know? Because sometimes you broke your hand, you know, and pop your neck, you know. So, you know?
That's a different way of looking at it.
Yeah, you have to look at it the way there because the things where you can't change, you have to live around them and live with them. You know? This thing will happen, I find enough time for music. And to do some other things. Even get closer to my family.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah. It don't really have to no whole heap of money now, you know, but it'll give me time to prepare and make some bag of lyrics that money can come later. So we give thanks same way.
That is how I look at it. I was telling some artists that this is the time for you to just go and work on your craft and balance your craft. As soon as the gate open, we can just go all out and don't have to worry about it. Everybody is ready and ready to go. Right
now, I feel like we just start DJ. I'm ready for them.
That is a good look.
Yeah,
because as I saying to people, when you're a certain level of an artist, it's hard for you to go backwards. It's always forward because you always have the skill already and all this thing, all this experience and thing under your belt. You just want to make you better. So once you start create music, with the time now, we have to, you know, got no rush. You got your own speed to create music.
Yes, man.
More masterpiece.
And music, you see, the more you love music and the more music love you, you know. The more time you find for music, the more time music find for you. Because I can tell you, so from the last tune I pencil with some right is the tune with me, Snow and Terror Fabulous and Buju Banton.
Oh, I don't write no more tune. That song. I didn't mention that song.
From that I don't write no more tune, I just make tune and do them and make sure them do proper, you know. And I find you know, better energy.
Good thing that you brought up that particular record. Because that record is a monster record. It's been for a very long time and still up to now people can't get enough of it. Even when I'm playing on the radio and came and I'm doing my I think that I call Throwback Thursdays. It's hard sometimes. Sometimes I say, yo, I played that last week and I played the week before. Let's not play it this week because I know enough songs to play. But it's a record that is temp you. It always temp you for one play. It always temp you for one.
Good tune, man. When it's like Love and Hate with Dennis Brown. You can never stop playing those songs, you know?
Yeah.
Good tune live forever, you know?
So that's the energy. So tell us the process of that song, because that song up to today, because especially with this current climate in dancehall, with everybody in groups and gang and camps and all these things, and with the people just like, I know everybody have their own camp from back in the day, but it was a more stage show time and stuff. Everybody would hang out and drink and go up on stage and call up each other.
Yeah.
No, with that, because I don't know if it was easy to collaborate with all those artists at that point in time, because everybody on that song is pretty much a monster artist.
All right, you see, the difference between now and then, you know, is the love amongst each other. The brotherly love and the sisterly love, you know. It's like, as me say, the little playground on a battlefield, to every man spin them own wheel, or every man a brand is steel. It's like In the 90s when we are Fabulous and man like Jigsy King and you know Daddy's Crew. If we go in a studio and see an artist voice in a song and more time it's just a one line I give the artist problem, you know. We as the artists say, put this in there, try this, and it just boop and it work. Nowadays it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, most man when him go studio, a certain man cannot come in there. Or if certain man up on the rhythm, him now go up on the rhythm. So you don't know where the bad mind they come from in the business. But in all days a different thing, is a unity and we say we could do this. Mr. Fabulous. Alright, watch this. We go back Anchor and hear this youth named Sizzler. And I say, what is this little youth of bad man? I say, boy, youth, I go bust you, you know. I go bust you, cause them time the my song number one, Gangaling.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Fabulous and Mr. Fabulous, we both a little youth named Sizzler, bad. I go do a combination with him and bust him. Fabulous agree. Me and Fabulous go for Anchor the evening to do the tune with Sizzler.
Yeah.
Mr. Fatis Burrell was the producer. Mr. Fatis, I will do a tune with Sizzler and bust him. Fatis said, boy, I really want to do it with Sizzler, you know. But tonight, I Louie and I want to do a tune with. That is how we do. We are all in this thing together.
Together,
You understand?
Yeah.
So if we never have the unity, we just say, no, Sizzler, we are do it with. And cut. See, but we just free up and just do it with Louie. You understand? Alright. Mr. Sizzler, can you voice to somebody else? He say, boy, I don't know no other producer. He say, alright, I come for you tomorrow. He say, where you live? He say, I live Augustown. He say, you have to show me where you live. Because I live at Central Kingston. So I drive in the evening and go by my yard. We have to go down a hill, go across a little river. And, you know, going by the whole man and thing, you know. So the next day I go for him. And I carry him to Star Trail. And he say, Bobo, you look youth your body, you know. And he say, you have a tune for the rhythm? He say, yes. He voice holding firm. Holding firm.
Yeah.
You understand?
Oh,
he say, alright. He say, alright, we have a Bobby Digital. I carry him to Bobby and I say, Bobby, the little youth your bad man. I voice him. Bobby, I say, culture, you know, say, I don't voice young artists, you know, because young artists don't know the business, you know. And then we hear them tune and play and think a bag of money and make and want to bring badness to you and them things. So I don't voice young artists. So I say, Bobby, I'm my artist, this. A young artist, but it's a young veteran. Voice him. Bobby go around and say, me want voice on the rhythm. So I voice a tune him. From Tex Lane to Wildman Street. Fireborn for all the shot, them way a bait. You know? So I say, Bobby, I say, Sizzler. I whisper in my ear, I say, you have a tune for the rhythm. I say, yeah, man. So I keep on pressing Bobby. Till Bobby get fed up and say, yo, culture, because Bobby kind of stutter, you know. Yeah. Culture believe in you, you know. Make me hear what you have. And Sizzler said, let the youths them secure. I no time for pretend. I know. Yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
Bobby say, you can't do the same thing in the box. Sizzler say, yes. He said, go around it. I'm going to tell you, one take, you can't tell the world. One take Sizzler take that song.
Oh, snap.
One take. Bobby never have to do nothing more with the song. Bobby called me the night and say, yo, why the little youth your song are ringing on me ears, you know. He said, alright, now bring him forward, Bobby. So the next day I carry Sizzler around there and my voice foundation from birth, you know.
Yeah.
And I say, yo, you have a tune for the rhythm? He say, yes, man.
Let the righteous
man be right with them money. Yes, that.
Nickel and the much where we have.
Yeah, so I say, my youth, listen me now. You don't need me to carry back your song again, you know. I Bobby know, you know. And I say, boy, how me I go reach? I say, youth.
You'll find a way, man.
Yeah, I say, you can't drive. Them time I have 2 vehicles, but me I go foreign, you understand? I say, you can drive? I say, yeah, man. I say, you have license? I say, no. I say, boy, that is up. I said that is a big problem. But anyhow, my vehicle now, them time I have a red starlet, my ganga leap on it. So every police, everybody know it, but I don't really stop it because I know my vehicle straight. So I say my out, police don't really stop my vehicle, you know. I don't know you have to manage, but I go run the risk and left it gear. You understand? So you can all you have to do just must you drive from your yard to Bobby's studio and back home. Well, me leave the vehicle. I'm spend about 3 weeks of it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. When I come back,
you're brave boy.
Yeah, man. Guy, me see it now. You would say all you need is just a push. You understand? So me say, youth, don't go again. So me say, no, just from your yard, the studio, back home, that you can drive. Well, when we come from foreign and reach airport, I'm call Bobby and I say, Bobby, what go on? Bobby say, boy, you bring a youth and him sizzler come left here. Me don't know what to do with him. Me have a album, me don't know what to do with it. Yeah. Yeah, him say me have a album for the youth. Me don't know what to do with it. He say album already? He say, yeah man. He say, come check me. So I go home and I go check Bobby. Bobby say, boy, I hears me their own artist. Shabba Rankin are my baddest artist and the biggest artist. But me I tell you, me never see an artist like this youth name Sizzler. So I play the Black Woman and Child album. It's a culture, I don't know what to do with it. One of the biggest albums in the world. I don't know what to do with it. Come on. I'm just a Sizzler.
Bless the soul, Bobby. What a problem to have. Biggest album in the world and don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. And I'm one of the biggest producer. So what me assure me, I say that now to tell you this, the unity is the thing in the music and the love. If we don't have that, the thing will stifle. So what the youth them are going with nowadays, I fight them one another and tell man say if one man depend on the rhythm, him don't want to go on it. If this man depend on the show, him not do it. We need to cut out these things and bring back the love so the music can live.
So far, every time I have a discussion and reasoning with any of the veterans of the 90s and the 80s, you always have a story of one of them taking another artist to the studio to introduce him to a major producer and get him on. Of
course. Remember, it's a selector take me to the studio, you know. It was a selector, Bob Campbell from Classic. Right now his name is Alonzo Ark.
Oh, the great Alonzo Ark.
Yes, he was the one that took us to the studio. Honor to him every time. So I have to do back something like that and more things like that because that is how life set. You know?
I've heard, I'm glad to see you put you onto this story with Sizzler because I've heard other story. Like Bling Dog is a person that talk highly of you over the years because me and Bling Dog cool for years. And him talk highly of you and I say, yo, we see there Portland and you say we can cook some. You say one time we run a Louie, I cook food and them thing there and stuff and stuff. I say, yeah.
Bling Dog know my youth because Bling Dog, when we used to go like show off, that time Bling Dog live Florida, him and Taros Riley.
Yeah.
You see the two of them and always link up, bring them a show, bring Bling Dog a show and thing. I say, my youth, you know, you can come to Jamaica, man. I know him from school, from Draper School.
Yeah.
You know? I say, come back to Jamaica, man. Foreign can't do it. So him come to Jamaica and they for my bass and thing and him have lyrics, but sometimes the timing I beat him and he have a big key issue. So we have to spend a lot of time. He will tell you. I have to spend a lot of time because sometimes it's just one little thing a youth need, you know.
Yeah.
One little thing. If him just overstand, say him in a D and the rhythm there F. If him get that, him gone. The lyrics are nothing. So those are that's what little things that we could have teach Bling Dog. And I say, my youth, do them thing here. Do them thing here. More time him get it, the next time him lose it. And him get it again till nothing can stop Bling Dog now. You understand? Him have a big tune, him God is amazing now. We love. You understand?
Love it. Love it.
Yes,
like
man.
Love it. Him have his album coming out and him give me a sneak preview right before me leave came and come over. Him call me one day and him say, yo, I know a man like your ears, you know, he's with music. I play something for him, play a couple stuff and then I was just like, I was very impressed. I said, yo, I like the growth, I love where it is. Yeah, the one drop, key sound steady, everything sound
Yes,
right.
sir.
And have some collabs for the rhythm man. Because Bling have always, I don't know, every artist that their own Bling always have a certain love theme. Once Bling Dog want a collab, pretty
No
much
get it.
any artist I go do it with him. From
Well, me
know him till
can
now,
I can
artists
tell
have to
you,
love him.
say Bling Dog love music. When you see a man give up foreign to come to Jamaica to do music, him love music.
Yeah.
Me can tell you, say Bling Dog love music. And as me tell you, if you love music, music is gonna love you.
True.
I don't see nothing else that is more jealous than music. I can tell you that.
I say music is definitely a woman because of the same kind of energy.
Yeah, you
Love
right
her.
now, you were there here, so no one a energy come and a vibes come and a nice punchline. And you beat it in your head. And then some brethren come call you if you do something. Or a girl call you and say, come give me a link. And you put down that and check her. When you come back, that not did it again, you know.
Can't remember it. I can't remember.
If you remember the words, the melody is not there.
Yeah, the God, yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
The music jealous. You understand?
Very jealous, very jealous.
Yeah, man.
I've always said that. So music is definitely that woman because it's jealous and it love attention.
Yes,
So if you not get it not get the attention when you want to go on like you have other things, you're in trouble with music.
She go leave your bun because she got the same punchline where you get, you're an artist with it and you wonder how him get that.
True. True.
Yeah.
True. The energy
Music
is
is
move
mystical,
around.
you know.
Yeah, man, it move around for real, man. I say if you not use it, you hear somebody the same thing like that. Just say, yo, so no, never song. With the
Yeah.
same 5 words there. But you
Same
never
way.
DJ for nobody and everybody and you say, I say, not DJ for nobody. So me know,
Mm,
so
but when,
hear it.
yeah, but when music it come, you never want her, so she go to somebody else and you can't vex.
Real talk.
Yeah,
So give me what's some of the artists them in Portland right now? Like give me some artists, like some young artists. Give some shout outs to some of the younger artists them in Portland where you see an upcoming artist and where you really feel like is doing well.
Yeah, you have a youth named Jayut when me just help them youth the one. Because it's Portland need, we are going to do it still. Because me as an artist, me have my studio and we are trying to set it right. You have a youth named Jayut, you have a youth named Rogo. You have a couple youths were really promising.
Yeah.
You know, you have a youth named Madans. Couple youths, you know, we're promising.
Means I'm gonna fall through Portland, but mostly Port Antonio. I'm gonna reach a Portland and mostly Port Antonio I'm gonna go. So
Portland with the Portland, you know.
So Port Antonio is my side of town. I don't know where in Portland is your side of town.
My side of town is Windsor Forest, East Portland.
East
You know?
Portland.
Yeah, when I go Kingston, it is nearer to St. Thomas.
To St. Thomas, okay.
Yeah.
East Portland. Alright. Ira, somebody say, yo, Ira rep for Portland and somebody else.
Ira a big artist. You know, me them call Ira name.
A big artist. I can't call
big
Ira
artist.
name because I'm a big artist now. A big artist now. So, alright,
Yeah,
since we talk about the Portmore artists and who you said look promise now. I know you're supposed to keep in an eye on dancehall music as it is at this point in time. Share some of the artists and this current generation of artists that you really hear doing songs. I know dexta daps have that song and in constant putting out good song, but give us like a couple of the artists that out for the past 5 to 7 years where you really think that when you hear the music, you will stop for a while and listen to them and say, yo, I like that vibe there.
Alright. You know, the artists them nowadays, them good enough, but most of them too negative for me. See? You have an artist where do a song and say, I ride up on the hillside, and nobody not let me turn to. I like the artist there. If him continue on the trend there, them can't stop him. You have a next youth when him Javelani.
Oh yeah.
I like the youth there. Him have a vibe. But my artists them now are like Jesse Royal. Big although Jesse a big artist, you know. You can't call him little artist. Kabaka Pyramid, Lila Ikea, you know. Coffee. You understand? You have some more artists now, but as I say, then we have a 1 tune or a 2 tune I'm like. Because when we see I go on in the business now, everybody a follow fashion. You understand?
Yeah.
You're a man go deep in the hole, yeah, and him feel him can go deeper in the same hole. He not try dig a hole for himself. Sometimes I feel that is why the bag of bad vibes are going. But as I say, every artist, you know, every artist, yeah, what this you tell him now? I don't remember them name, but some young artists, them good still. Them have some nice song when me hear, but sometimes I hear some song and I said, sure, after such a nice song, you're gonna do a next song like this, you know?
Yeah, that just happens some of the time because like, all right, you mentioned the east side, one of the east side artists, them, which is my name is from St. Thomas as well too.
Yes.
I'm on the
Good artist.
hillside.
Yes.
Hillside. Chronicler is a east artist. He's
Yes.
from the east. Very lyrical, whole per flow and
True.
stuff. But as I said, sometimes through them I do more gangster music sometimes. When you hear certain things from them, you nobody want to hear back certain things again. You nobody want to hear about fun and a shooting and this and that and that. Like you realize that them really have the talent to go in a certain direction.
And listen to me again, I go and tell you this. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the producers, them when them do song for, because sometimes a man tell you says a gun through them one for the rhythm.
Yeah.
Can't tell you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Often the producers, them can't bring that to me. Them used to bring it to me earlier on.
Yeah.
You understand? As a young artist, them bring that to artists. Say, yo, it's a girl shoot more on for this. I'm gonna want nothing clean, and I want something slack or that I go on. So more time an artist really, he want to go up on the rhythm, so he go all out time himself. You know? To build a tune like that. So sometimes we give and take, but then again we look and say after a man make a name and him thing go on, he no need to do that again.
Yeah. You can't stand up and because his name out there enough, so he can't sing when he feel like sing.
You can't stand up, man, and say, watch out, shun negative and no say. Because sometimes the youth, them only look at Jamaica still. Sometimes I see that, you know. They now look on the big world and the big globe and say, and this is the thing.
Because someone tell them I know no better, them just know for them surroundings. As I said, like enough artists just make songs for them surroundings and who around them and other people around the world gravitate to it. So someone just still under them, someone, even though them goes and get to a certain point, them still now look outward and look around them. Sometimes it work, but for the majority of the time, eventually, if it too in a one spot, it definitely work for too long, it not go too far.
It get away, you know?
Eventually.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, so like a massacre. And it's a massacre, there's an alkaline, there's a popcorn, there is...
Yes.
Who's again out there, people, the six them and enough of the other artists them out there. And as I said, the East is going on good because you have the popcorn, you have the skinny bang,
Papi,
them.
Papi a good artist, man. And not just a good artist, Papi a good youth. Because sometimes you have some good artists and them ways not good enough.
True.
Them are very good artists, artist-wise, but them ways, you wouldn't want them around them for a day.
I agree with that one there.
Yeah, but Papi himself is a good youth. We can't tell you that. So, make props to him.
I know what the thing about is most of the elders them, Ronnie was here last week and was talking about Papi and them. I said, boy, Ronnie said, boy, you know, said, I love Khan, you know, man.
A good youth. Papi is a good youth.
So,
no joke.
Everybody been saying the same thing like, yo, whole heap of respect to Popcorn.
Yes, man.
And there's a youth where, right now, Ima with the banner of the IS right now as one of the young youth out there. We are
no joke.
Over the threshold. But him still a show respect and him still a deal with it on a level where everybody after to stop and admire him as a look youth and say, yo, we love all the youth here push the music, we love him energy right now. I'm do a good job to represent dancehall and represent Portland as well as East, but Jamaica.
Because them youth there respect the foundation. And from you respect the foundation, you go and build upon it. You understand? Because everything starts from the foundation.
True.
See? And them youth there, as I say, are good youth. We need more youth, we need more youth with attitudes and ways like them youth in the business.
Necessary.
Yeah. Because some of the youth them hype on how them career is, you know. You understand? Yeah. We don't bash nobody, but we have to tell the truth. You understand?
No, man. This is what this platform is for, you know, to just get it out there and make people know for across the road. So, listen, I'm here to listen as well because every time I have a discussion, and learn something new. So as I
Yeah,
said,
man.
that's a big concept. Some man iPad and bigger than career at the end of
Yeah,
the day.
yeah, man. Because